Alright guys, I feel like I should voice my opinion on something, and as you can probably tell from the title, it's about depression. But for those of you who don't know what depression is, it's basically a constant feeling of sadness every single day. This can easily be caused by some kind of life event or change or any kind of issue in your life that you may be facing that keeps you in this constant state of sadness. If you're feeling this way, please talk to someone about it, because I can tell you right now that you'll feel so much better when you do. You can't expect anyone to know what you're going through or how you're feeling if you don't speak up, and I'm talking from experience. In high school, during my junior year, I hardly made any friends. I was still upset and heartbroken about my dad and I having split away from his ex-girlfriend and her children whom I've lived with for 8 years. After I moved, I struggled to make friends. I was alone for about more than half of my school year. Then one day I was in such a terrible mood that my science teacher noticed that I wasn't doing my work because I would always do the work in her class. I refused to tell her why I felt the way I did, so she recommended I talk to the school social worker. Eventually I had found someone to talk to about my problems and I was in a slightly better mood than I was before I met her. I told her how that situation made me feel and openly admitted to me wanting to take my own life. And one day without me knowing, she called my dad into the school to discuss my future after high school, when what she really wanted to do was talk about why I was so depressed. Essentially that was her excuse to get him to come to the school, and it worked. He came to the school and I was called over the school announcements to report to the school social worker's office, and so I did. And right there on the couch was my father sitting there. I sat down next to him, and the next thing I remember her saying was, "I wanted to talk to you about your son wanting to kill himself." And at that moment I broke down into tears and was crying for about 20 minutes. My father hugged and consoled me, and after I was finished crying, we both went home. As you can tell from that story, it's not good to bottle up your feelings to family members or anyone for that matter, because it will haunt and tear you apart on the inside. So please talk to someone about your feelings. If you feel like no one will listen to you, feel free to talk to me by leaving a comment, or if you know me personally, contact me. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about your issues. But if for whatever reason you can't get to me quicker, contact the Suicide Hotline. They're available 24/7. They're dedicated to talking to you out of harming yourself and will listen to you and help you out in your own time of need. Just remember that suicide is a permanent solution for a temporary problem. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you have any other topics you want me to talk about, feel free to let me know. I'll do my best to cover it. And I hope you guys enjoy your day and stay safe.